Hey, Sag, your girl Ruth. I'm back. This part, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but this part, I'm just sick of everything. Okay, this part, I want to talk about reincarnation and afterlife. Okay, and I got a lot of the notes from Rasim and Ba, right? Yeah, okay. And understand incarnation. He says, understand incarnation before you can understand reincarnation. Okay, incarnation. Imagine you are a supreme creator and you make a vast universe, everything in it that we know. But you haven't made any creatures yet. So they can enjoy your creation, okay? He says take a leaf on a tree. Take for example, a leaf on a tree. It's been run by high mathematical principles. But the leaf don't know how it's formed or run to keep it growing, okay? And who created it? The genius that made it. Like you make art, any form, inventions, etc., and no one sees it or appreciate it or appreciate you. This is why he made humans. Humans' purpose is to be vast vessels of limited mind consciousness. This is the speciality of humans. We are mental species. All other things in the universe are the display of the powers of nature. Supreme Being showing off his power. We are no match physically. Another example for the powers of nature, okay? The earthquake, the storms, you know what I'm saying? The claw of the lion, the sting of the black widow, okay? Nature's powers are far beyond ours, yet we have we have mastered, or we have, he tell us how to handle those things. Consciousness, intelligence, okay, awareness. That's what he gives us, okay, when he formed the human, okay. And divine mind comes from deep meditation, deep self-awareness, our specialty. Then we can deal with the bite of the spider and make anti-venom antidotes or whatever through our intelligence. So our mission as humans is to grow through our intelligence. The Creator left an omen, a signature in the skies and heavens, how to go from limited consciousness to infinity, limited consciousness, okay? And that is the zodiac, the stars in the sky, and the zodiac of Egypt, the natural zodiac, which means from the first sign, Aries, Gab, to the 13th sign, the fish, Num. Okay, so we're going to look at the my birth chart, okay? So he says, that's why it's important we stop getting over, try to mess over people. Because what do you want to do? How do you want to? What if you don't get a chance to get immortal or drinks the elixir to keep you forever, or get into the ritual or something like that, and you die? You know what I'm saying? Don't you want to know what happens? Don't you want to know what you should be doing now, so that those things happen, that you're prepared, and you could be saying, get good things from it back and not bad things, because there are consequences, okay? Okay, let's start. 13-step program for unlimited consciousness. Each sign has a job. So each of these signs on here has a job. Each zodiac sign. They are gods and deities, okay? Not only the planets with your ancestors, they also have gods and deities in there as well. And they judge, okay? Whose job is to block you from the gift that the deity offers, okay? Example, Taurus, the bull, that god, his job is to give or deny you money, okay? So we got the second house, right? We know the second house is the money house, right? Well, it's the 11th house. So he can deny you if you have no money, is because you have not awakened cosmic consciousness about wealth and abundance, prosperity. So why steal people's stuff? Like I was talking about the doggone people that were stealing their, couldn't even bury their people. They were stealing the objects, the totems, things that they felt heartfelt for their people when they buried them. And all the other things that have been stolen from people, from generations and all type people. You know, he just said right here, if you would, let's go on further, okay? So either has a block. So each has the block to block you until you learn meditate and dig deep. Meditate on your money problems and come out with a higher awareness about it. Not stealing people culture, not stealing people's objects, their gold. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I'm sorry, Sage. So yeah, and resolve two problems with your finances. So if they will stop lying to us, whoever this is, because it's much more than us human beings that's doing this, y'all. Okay? Like I told you where the doggone people came from. We all came from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is a test down here. It's lessons. Okay? What are you going to do? Are you going to stay caught up? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So something else is controlling. Something else is putting us, the racism and, the skin color. Something else is doing this. It's higher than us, keeping us nitpicking at each other. You know? So each star god brings you blocked karmas unless you dig deep in your cosmic consciousness to resolve the issues. Y'all see I talk about that with the chakras, right? That is how we are forced to become wiser, greater in awareness, okay? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go back to part 2, okay? Next two things about reincarnation. Number 1, can it change your race? The ancestors told him, no, no way. Okay, so that means that everybody's who they are, okay? So don't be sitting up here jealous. Just find out more about yourself. Like this Asian man found out. Um, I wish he dig a little deeper. But I found that out first when myself, not say first, but I found it out too. In the Bible where it says about Lot and his daughters, and they went to bed with their dad, and the children were Japanese and Chinese. So he know it came from black people, you know, and the mixture of it, the punishment of the eyes and stuff like that. But just keep digging. Y'all see, I keep digging. Eventually, if that's true, then fine, let's stand on that. But if it's a trickery to make you feel low or whatever, keep digging. Don't stop. You ain't gotta hate on nobody. Because that person this or that, and then they advertise it at the TV, make you think one culture beautiful than another culture, one way of wearing their hair is better. Now they done twist it around and will tell people to take the melanin out of their skin, and or take the or you got to get in the sun to get a beautiful tan. Yeah. Okay, let's keep on. Said organize. Okay. Okay, he said, for example, this he said. He said oranges, apples, and peaches. This is what the ancestor told him. They said each of these are races of the earth. Okay, he gave an example. Only three races: black, white, and Asians, including Native Americans. Okay, so each tree does what apples has. Okay, so each tree does what apple has an agenda to promote appleness. Okay, so apple tree apples, but they're modified and all that stuff. Ugh. To nourish the next generation of apples with lessons learned from the prior generation. So everybody's learning lessons, but they keep on mixing up, adding stuff to our fruits and vegetables, messing the whole order up. Y'all know this human might be working, but y'all know that's higher than that. They done took and see by not using our things that they gave us, the voodoo, the witchcraft, all of that so-called the herbs of Mother Earth, so-called witchcraft, but it's women's wisdom and men, working together to fight these beings who's been tripping us out. Yeah, we might have came here like that, but we're earthlings now, so we don't have to go through them splicing and making the order messed up and our lessons, and we die tragically or miss out. Well, let me read more. Okay. Generation of apples was lessons learned from the prior generation. So A, survived storms. Okay, so they survived so the first apples, they survived storms, plagues, whatever. Okay. Then it passed on through its DNA how to survive. So the next generation of apples absorbed the DNA and now has tools and database. So now they are stronger and tougher, right? You do not see apples falling off a tree, rolling over to the oranges and trying to teach oranges about how to be an apple. The orange has no interest in being an apple because its task is to be orangeless, right? What what a waste it would be for the apples to waste resources, all the time and energy of the seed, to have the seed roll off to somewhere else. Okay, that's crazy. That's what happens. Most people want to be somebody else. They don't enjoy their hair. They don't enjoy their skin color. They don't enjoy that they might can't dance, but you can dance your way. People make fun of you. The criticism. Oh yeah, it's too much. It needs to stop. That's all I'm trying to say. So what? You can't dance like me because you're not supposed to. You can dance like yourself. You know. So once you don't have long or straight hair, it's curly beautiful, just like the long hair is long and beautiful. Same thing. The important that we receive from the creators, and like I'm reading now, that's what's important. Taking all that knowledge with it. No, you are born into ancestral pool, or your job is to be in your family tree. He says the ancestor says that's just how it is. The trees give the answer over the races. So the trees ain't trying to do nothing but be who they are. Produce the fruits they're supposed to produce. You don't change a race. You don't change your apple into an orange, okay? If you are white and say you were a Pharaoh of Egypt, you have to go through our family tree and see if you are, okay? Kin to, okay, it was a white Pharaoh. Now I just found it. Did I take a picture of that? What did I do with it? Let me see, y'all. There was a white Pharaoh. Where is it? Shoot. Oh, I got it on my first thing. So, keep digging and find your own. We'll steal nobody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? His name, gonna butcher the name, okay? Now some say leprosy, okay? Some say that what I told y'all about 13 signs of astrology say that the races were stuck in the cosmos, the melanin, so they had to make lighter races to get them back, but their punishment was less melanin. Okay, I can go back and look at the other videos, but this one is what is his name? What did I choose? Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Where did that come from? What is this? Okay, let's go to her. That is it. I'm sorry, y'all. They always fool with me. I did not download this here. This is telling nothing what I'm looking at, and it has the name on it. That's crazy. That's really crazy. It's talking about a bird. Wow, they messed up with me big time. Anyway, his name Limas. I have found it, y'all. Hold on. They don't beat me like that. I'm sorry, y'all. His name Thutmose the second. He was married to a female pharaoh, but he became pharaoh as well. And then they said, I don't know if it's true or not, says when they found the mummy's tomb, they thought it was odd because it was white, and they think maybe it was a plague or had cysts or something to make him white. Now, what I know about that, I don't know. But y'all need to dig off into that and see, because it could be some trickery, okay? So yeah, that was what we said. Unless you're in that line, so you're an Egyptian, you know what I'm saying? But it's plenty other cultures, but we all part of one. But you know what I'm saying? We all different cultures as well. Who were the Macedonium, who were white people, okay? So look that up, y'all. Otherwise, these were blue-black people, okay? Melanated men and women who were Africans. So you have to remember to stay in your own tree line. So don't blacks, so-called blacks, whatever, melanated people. Stop making fun of people because of the way they dance and their music. Or I like everything, and you won't make them feel like they inferior over you, so their antennas won't get up and try to come at you even more. You know, y'all do stuff too. All these leaders and I'm sorry to say, churches that are in place to keep the neighborhoods in order, to keep the racism going. I'm just being real, like it or not. So you have to remember to stay on your own tree line. But okay, that's conservation of energy, because all the resources are recycled back into that which gave you life. Okay. You have to feed your ancestors back because they gave you life. You stand upon their shoulders and they work hard for you to survive and be able to exist. You owe them. What you owe them are the lessons you learned to survive, and each generation of children and is to finish the unfinished business of their ancestors, parents, who have passed, to complete itself. So you have to feed that which is give your life. Example, the apple seed feed apple, oranges feed oranges. All apple trees around the world, no matter where they are, belong to a larger ancestral called the archetype apple tree, where all apples come from, and principle the god of appleness. When they are the feed, when they die, they feed into the pool of appleness of future trees. Okay, can you change your gender and your sexuality? No. Okay, now this sounds a little racist. So y'all take that as y'all may. Okay, y'all take that as y'all may, because there's a lot of mixture. So I guess that's why it's important for bloodline and blood type. Okay, so married into the bloodline, the blood type. I guess that's why a lot of the queen and all of them do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't marry out of their bloodline. You know, it's deep, y'all. It's deep. Okay, now he's talking about can you change your gender and your sexuality? No. Think of sexuality of lake source with two streams coming out of it. Okay, the source is the intro, androgynous source, where the gays and homosexuals are born. He's okay. It's a gay and homosexual Pharaoh. Okay. Then you have a stream that is yang, electric, heterosexual male, and stream that is um, medic. Oh, yang, the female heterosexual. Okay. Each of these streams are owned by a god as well as a source. The god of the source is called Hepa, so that's Sagi. He gives birth to gay and lesbian people who has had experiences and then died, like cold cubes to water, and consciousness of that gay person absorbs into the pool, informing it, teaching it how it grows. Same thing with higher heterosexual female and males, goes into river, and male and female, yin and yang, heterosexuals, gods, form them for next generation of god and goddesses. We all recycle like trees. Seeds, we go back into source that gave you your base. Now, mummy, dead body. Okay, now I'm gonna show y'all. I showed y'all a little of it at first. I think I was on. I wasn't sure. Okay, we're gonna talk about, where is it? Okay. Now he's talking about this right here. Okay, the dead body, and then the bird on top. Okay, I'm gonna turn my light around. I can't see nothing. I'm gonna come back. Living on a table in ancient times with a bird, your witness consciousness. That's who the bird is. Okay, the part of you that cannot die or be reborn. Okay, the one watching the movie of your life, observing everything you do. It holds in paw an object that means circulate or reincarnate or to orbit. The chain is a rope with a circle or bond with the horizontal at the bottom. Oh my goodness. So that's this right here, y'all. That's what he's talking about, that little thing right there, okay? So let's see what else he's talking about. Means you are roped and bound by the ancient threads that are your bases. The white circle in the middle would be the pool of your ancestral legacy. So the chin, memory of ancestor, is being absorbed into this symbol carried by the bird. He hovers over you, sexual parts of your body, where your seed, your karma seed them again. So he's hovering right here where the penis and the vagina would be, okay? That's where it's going, okay? The bird is flying towards that flame at the head of the mummy, your future, okay? So he's flying towards this right here, okay? That flame, okay? The stars are flames in the sky. The flame at the feet is the past chart, and the chin is your present chart, past, present, and future here. I'll say so. We got past one, and at the, I guess this right here is future, okay? Can I make it bigger? No. Okay, anyway. And at death, 9 spirit bodies, okay, dust, chakras, air, auras, soul, water, all this goes back from out of your body. Okay, the 4 elements, right? And at death, they all go back to their original elements. This all feeds the earth also. The earth god, Gab, learns from your experiences. Everything we every time we bury a soul. This is why Egypt buried like they do with a tombstone, okay? The tomb with the dead, okay? Because of the flesh feeds and educate the earth god, and each body is trained and resolved to the element it came from. Each body must learn Mayat, body or cosmic consciousness. If your lower body was not taught cosmic consciousness, you know what that means, right? Raping people and doing what the most, a bunch of mess, crazy things, living or whatever, you become stinky. You become stinky, okay? They will not go into the object that the bird carries called the chin. So if you ain't been good and that thing going over your bottom part, because that's why the reincarnation of Scorpio is so important. Scorpio is what they're in charge of. Scorpio in charge of that part, right? So they do that first. So what did you do? They can tell all through that part of your body. What did you do in your life? Were you abusive? Everything, okay? Because they stink. The bird is pure and white. The lebok, that's the Cairn. That's what it's called. It does not take stinky things, stinky souls. You will know this as you are incarnating. You have forgotten. If your lower nature stink, another god will come to eat it. You are oblivion to forget. So if you came here not knowing, that means you was stinky last time. Okay? A lot of us are guilty. I know the lot. Okay? So that's what happens. You didn't know. You came back not knowing because you didn't do right the last time you was here. What are you doing this time? Okay? If your lower body are made in the form of divine law, health, divinity, cosmic consciousness, control yourself, then you can come back with all your knowledge, okay, and your past lives. Wouldn't that be great, y'all? This is the secret of reincarnation, okay? It Yeah, that's it. That's the secret of reincarnation. So don't that sound good, y'all? This is what I have for y'all. I'm sorry if it bore y'all or whatever, but I thought it was interesting. But yeah, so watch what y'all doing. Stop getting over on trying to get over on people and use people and steal people's stuff. We all beautiful. We all got ancestors, okay? So don't let nobody tell you that you don't. Keep digging deeper. Keep digging. Keep on going. I'm gonna keep on. Okay. I'm covered in everything. You know. So okay, y'all. This is your girl Ruth. Which y'all like, subscribe, share, and comment. Until next time, y'all love each other and study each other. Study yourself. Study your family lines. Study your bloodlines. Study your. You don't have to be worrying about making deals with people that's not in your bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll know you'll be proud of your own self. You can make your own money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said about on the wheel, you can make your own money going through the Taurus house, finding out, doing the meditation. I think that's the root chakra and the heart chakra where the money comes from. Okay? If that's on your mind. But there's other things that are beautiful on this chart as well need to learn. Okay? All right, y'all. Love y'all again. Till next time. Bye.